Zach Surety, returning to the tour, took the first frame of Group 14. His match against Graham Dott was one of those in which neither player was able to find his rhythm, and the scrappy affair ended 2 apiece.
Well, I'm sure he sat in his seat, must have thought Graham Dott, when he was on that green, was going to clear up and take the frame. So Zach Surety, who started the frame so well, first shot potted a great red.
80.
Will be delighted to have got this lifeline. Back on the tour after a 4-year gap, and he's won his first frame.
18 on the first.
That meant Liang Wenbo could ascertain control of the group as he played consecutive matches. His first opponent was Sohail Vahidi, and Liang took a 3-1 victory, making century breaks of 105 and 102 in the process.
$89.
You would have to say, from what we've seen so far, the signs 95. Are good for Liang Wenbo, not just in this group, but going forward this season.
102, the frame in the match.
Next up for Liang was Surety, and the world number 35 wrapped up a 3-0 win to move to the top of the table at the halfway stage. Over on Table 2, Group 13 was blown wide open by the morning's results. First, Ian Burns defeated Fraser Patrick 3-0. Then, Group C Jack LISOWSKI was beaten 3-0 by Rory McLeod, who was returning to the tour having come through Q School last month. LISOWSKI stayed at the table and beat Patrick 3-1, meaning the Scot was out, but Burns, McLeod and LISOWSKI all had 3 points. Burns and McLeod would meet next, and when that finished 2 apiece, there were still plenty of permutations at play, although Burns' 1-1-4 in the last meant he would have the advantage should the highest break come into things. Next up was Burns and LISOWSKI knew only a win would do. The world number 14 took the opening frame, but Burns scored an 83 break in the second and then took the lead in the third, meaning LISOWSKI was out. Burns knew a win would put him in prime position to advance, but LISOWSKI took the 4 for a 2-all draw. That meant advantage McLeod. A win for the Jamaican would see him through. In the event of a draw, he'd need to better Burns' earlier high break of 1-1-4. Back on Table 1, Graham Dott knew he had to beat Sohail Vahidi in Match 4 in order to stay in contention. Having fallen behind, he got level with a 103 and took the final 2 frames for a victory which set up a crunch clash with Liang Wenbo.
$96. $97.
So, this pink then for a century, and this is more like it from the 2006 World Champion. He's found his form, and it's not necessarily too late yet. If he does win the match, then, as we have said, his destiny is in his own hands. If he wins his last match, he's won. 3 from Graham Dott.
A win was required for Dott. Anything less and Wenbo would advance. The former world champion took the first frame and his second century of the day arrived in timely fashion in the second.
Such a determined competitor, Graham Dodd, 100 exactly.
Dott looks set to wrap things up in the third, but a missed yellow and Liang's clearance took the match to a decider.
Oh, great pot. Full marks for taking that on.
Good grief. So, Graham Dodd had the yellow for victory. Liang Wenbo needs the last 4 colours to take us to a final frame. What drama.
Nine.
Bit of movement there, but the brown's in.
Oh, we might see some movement on this shot.
$14.
It was a really good green, wasn't it? It looked like he was out. But he needs this black,
20.
and it means a final frame shootout. Incredible. Liang Wenbo then clears up. Graham Dodd had his chance to win 3-0, missed the yellow, and Liang has cleared, and it means one more frame to decide who's going to be our group winner.
It was the Chinese star who was first in with a 30 break, but Dott got and then took his chances, making 28, then 15 and a crucial 27 clearance to top the group.
He needs the last 3 colours. What an emotional roller coaster it's been for both players.
$14.
Graham Dodd missed the yellow effectively to win 3-0. At various times it looked like he would lose this frame and therefore not win the group.
20.
But the whole group has come down to the last ball. Graham Dodd needs the black and he is the winner. What a dramatic finish, and it's Graham Dodd who wins the group.
Table 2 was also down to the wire, McLeod needing a win against Fraser Patrick, and he got just that. Confirmation of the tables then. In Group 13, Rory McLeod advances with 7 points, Ian Burns takes second with 5, while Jack LISOWSKI finishes third on 4 points, and Fraser Patrick was winless and finishes fourth. Group 14 looks like this. Graham Dodd is the winner on 7 points and advances to Stage 2, where he'll meet Rory McLeod and the winner of tomorrow's groups. Liang Wenbo was edged out in that final match and takes second, with Zach Surety taking third.